Welcome to the JP Podcast. I'm your host, John.
And I'm your co-host, Tom.
And today we are building a greenhouse. Check it out. This is a Palram Hybrid 6x10 greenhouse. Now, I never done this before. Somebody asked me if I can put it together for them, and I said, well, I'm going to do a video on it and a review. So I don't know about you, Tom, but I've never done this.
I've never done anything like this. I've done a shed, but never a greenhouse before.
We're going to show you the process. We're going to actually fast forward through that, and we'll come up with a commentary at the end. So hope you like the show. Okay, the first thing we're going to attack is the foundation. Now, I did a lot of research, and by research I mean watching YouTube videos. And what I was seeing in the majority of the videos is the foundation is the most important part. Now, we didn't start this off. Somebody else started it off by putting, you can see the cement on each corner. That's how they were going to do it. I actually wanted to do a little bit more, so we put the 4x4s in, and we're going to stake them down, make them solid too, because this thing doesn't weigh very much. I would say a couple 100 pounds at the most. So I want to make sure it's down, and because right here we have like a wind tunnel, like an alley of wind here, so you got to make sure this thing is down solid. So we're going to do this first, and we're going to get the foundation down, and then we're going to go on from there. So you'll see how it turns out. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things that I saw everybody was talking about was the directions being very vague, and they're not kidding. So it's actually kind of tough, but it is numbered. Everything has all the part numbers on it and everything, but it's very vague. You can see everything's laid out here. We got it, it came in two boxes, this one and the other one is back there. So we're gonna try and do the best that we can. I highly recommend two people doing this at least. And we're gonna try and get it done in a couple hours. So we'll move on to the next thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got the foundation down. It wasn't as hard as we thought it was going to be, but we ended up putting a anchor bolt on each side where the cement pads are. We're actually going to come back later on, re-drill the second hole and put a second one in. That way it makes it more solid. We'll get to that later. Right now we're going to get started with the walls and see how that goes. But the directions are getting to be a little bit easier as we're going along. So hopefully we can get this done just as easy as we got the foundation done. I was wrong about the directions. It got a little harder as we were going along. They don't say anything, and got to pay attention to pictures because certain things you can't tighten all the way, and they don't tell you that, so you'll learn the hard way. You'll see, or actually you saw during the video, we actually had to redo a lot of the stuff. So we got this far, we got the walls up, and we're gonna get ready to get started on the roof and then these side panels here. So hopefully it's going good for you. Okay, and wow, that was a handful. That took us a little bit longer than I thought it would take, but not too long. We had help from Gary, a friend of ours. He lived across the street. He came over and gave us a big hand, you know. So I didn't know if we would get done this fast if it wasn't for him.
We appreciate that, Gary. And just a little bit of a review of the process. I think on number one, it was a little bit easier than I expected as far as just the assembly went. The worst part was the instructions. I know we got a lot of comments saying the instructions were very vague. That's an understatement. There are no words. It's just a paper that shows you what you should have and figure it out.
Yeah, now originally we were going to put the window in the back like you're supposed to, but the owner explained to us that they were going to be putting in a solar fan, so not to put it there, move it over, because they were going to have something they were going to be cutting into that anyway. So that's why you see it moved forward. But other than that, I like the structure. It seemed flimsy when you're putting it together, but other than that, once you get it together and tightened up, it's pretty solid. So you know, you're gonna have to do your homework as far as what you're gonna grow in there. Saw a lot of videos on people, they were just planting into the ground there or having tables. I guess it you know, it's whatever you want to do.
And any of you survival preppers out there, I know we've done a video on that. This, you know, for the price and everything that comes with it, this is a bargain, and 2 to 3 people is a requirement to set this up for sure. All right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you like the new content, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in the section down there.
Bye.